What's that? A new Infinity War trailer's out? Oh boy, we're gonna watch this. Grow up so fast. Groot, man, I think it's time we had that talk, man. I mean, your body's changing. They grow up so fast. Hey guys, it's Woody here, Orwell, and welcome to another edition of the Marvel Mingle. And as always, we will be discussing anything and everything going on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So let's get right into the news. We got some cool stuff, guys. We got a trailer this past week. How exciting is that? Infinity War is right around the corner. Hope you got your tickets. Anyway, into the news here. So our first little piece is, well, you see, the Spider-Man Homecoming sequel. We have heard a few things about that, some casting, rumors about possibly a strong female lead character coming in, and apparently casting director for Marvel Studios, Sarah Holly Finn, I believe that's her name. She is looking for somebody to play a villain, male or female, doesn't matter what ethnicity, ages like 30 to 45, and also an 18 to 24-year-old male lead of any ethnicity to play a high school student with leading man qualities who can hold his own with Tom Holland. Interesting. I don't know if that'd be like a Harry Osborn type character. I always thought, is Harry like the same age as Peter? Or is he a little older? Because in the other movies, I never remembered seeing him actually at the high school. I always remember seeing him like at Oscorp and outside of school. I don't know, guys. You tell me, because honestly I don't know too much about that. But definitely interesting. You know, not too much to tell from here, but it looks like they're open to a lot of different auditions, lots of different people. They want to get a look at anything and everything that has potential for this sequel, so that's pretty cool. On to our next little tidbit of news here. Now, a lot of you guys have been wondering, and I gotta say, I've been wondering myself, where the heck, in all this Infinity War promo stuff and all the trailers, the TV spots, where is Hawkeye? Where is Ant-Man? Well, we saw Hawkeye in that big Infinity War promo painting. That was really our first look at Infinity War from D23. But, you know, Hawkeye was on there, so we were all assuming, oh, it's awesome, you know, but we realized that he's going to have a very minor role in this movie, apparently. Basically, the Russos are saying, you know, coming out of Civil War, you know, Hawkeye's retired, man. Cap broke them all out of the raft, so, you know, he's officially retired now. He was retired after Age of Ultron, but then there was a Civil War that was brewing, so there's that. And you gotta remember, you know, both Scott Lang and Clint Barton have families. You know, Scott's got a daughter that he looks out for. Clint's got a wife and kids, you know. So, you know, obviously that's really important to him. And plus, Ant-Man has got his own movie coming up, guys. We gotta remember that. I know that's been a little overshadowed by Infinity War. I do think, and I hope that, you know, I feel like Marvel's gonna start after Infinity War, you know, give it a few weeks after Infinity War, they're gonna start heavily promoting Ant-Man and the Wasp, be like, don't forget about this one, you know, because it's gonna be in the middle of the summer, you know, their big summer blockbuster. You know, obviously Infinity War is going to lead into summer, but now that they moved it a week forward, it's even earlier, so I don't know if I would even consider that a summer film, a very early one, if it's even considered that. But they did also mention that characters who, you know, have more minor roles in Infinity War will come center stage in Avengers 4. So be looking out for Ant-Man and Hawkeye. Those guys are going to be right in the center of Avengers 4. So be looking out for that. So, you know, that's exciting. Everybody's going to have their share of screen time, their necessary goodbye. You know, if it is goodbye for their character, they will have their necessary time to shine. I have faith in the Russos that they have a specific plan for each character. Don't worry, guys. We're good. We're good. We got a whole other movie coming after Infinity War, and it's supposed to be even bigger. So the Russos also gave us some information this week about the Guardians and their role in Infinity War. And basically they were explaining that, you know, their camaraderie is a lot closer, you know. It's been a few years since Volume 2, whenever Infinity War comes around, and apparently we're gonna see, you know, a more tightly knit team, closer relationships. Peter and Gamora, you guys made any steps forward in your relationship in like the 4 years gap that's supposed to be in between Volume 2 and Infinity War? Let's hope so. You know, the Guardians are just closer than ever before, and that might cause some, you know, butting heads with the Avengers, you know, getting used to a whole slew of new people that they have to team up with, you know, in a crisis like this. They hinted at possibly a one of those classic hero-on-hero battles like we saw in the first Avengers movie with Thor and Iron Man, stuff like that. Who knows, we might see that, but, you know, I don't think we have that much time for that in this movie. So they might, you know, argue a little bit, but ultimately I think they'll come together pretty quickly, realize we don't got time for this. We got a big purple plum with a glove with a bunch of freaky stones in there that could kill us all. So, you know. The Russos also expanded on why Avengers 4 is not considered the second part to Infinity War. Why they changed their mind, instead of having it be Infinity War parts 1 and 2, having them be separate. Well, basically, they said that look at it as the Winter Soldier and Civil War. Those had lots of, you know, correlating storylines. You know, lots of Winter Soldier bled into Civil War. Obviously very connected, but they both had their own storylines, their own issues. Each film was its own adventure. And I think that's basically what the Russos are trying to say here about Infinity War and Avengers 4. You know, many the same concepts going into Avengers 4 from Infinity War, but two different storylines, you know, two different adventures, basically. That's kind of how I perceived it. Yeah, so I think that's a pretty cool way that they put it. But with the release of this new trailer, we got this amazing poster, you guys. Oh my gosh, look at that. I mean, wow. At the bottom, though, we do have confirmation that Gwyneth Paltrow will be reprising her role as Pepper Potts. That may have been confirmed earlier. I think a lot of people thought that she was in it, just assumed, since she was already confirmed for Avengers 4. I think a lot of people got confused, thought that those set photos were for Infinity War, which I'm pretty sure they're for Avengers 4. Yeah, good to know that Pepper's coming back, but we got confirmation that Idris Elba is coming back as Heimdall, which makes sense because they ended Ragnarok off, you know, with all them standing there on the statesmanship, and since that basically picks up right in Infinity War, it only makes sense for Heimdall to be there. He can't just disappear. And, you know, I'm assuming Valkyrie will be there. Maybe they can get away with Korg not being in there. Who knows? But after a long time speculation, Peter Dinklage's character is confirmed to be in the film. It's not confirmed who Peter Dinklage is playing, but I did make a video just on that. I had a theory going. I think that it is Eitri, the king of the dwarves, and I think that he's going to help Thor get his Stormbreaker. They're going to help forge that. But yeah, check out that video. I explained it in detail. There's that. Joe Russo also revealed that Thanos and Thor both have the most screen time in Infinity War. So that's awesome. I'm glad to know that Thor is getting a big story arc in this film. I'm really wondering where he's going to end up at the end of this one. We know that he's going to have that, you know, catastrophe seemingly at the beginning of the movie, splitting up from Hulk and possibly Loki dying and all that, him clashing with the Guardians, teaming up with Rocket and Groot to craft the Stormbreaker. We don't exactly know what happens from there, but that should be interesting. Obviously, Thanos is going to be in there. The Russos have basically said that in many ways this is Thanos' own film, which does make sense. And I think Gamora is going to be right behind Thanos and Thor with the most screen time. They did say that she will have a big part in this film, and that does make sense. And lastly, we got some new Infinity War stills from the Empire magazine. I mean, looking good. We got some shots of a lot of our main Avengers. We got some Thanos in there, some Guardians. Looking great, you guys. That's pretty much it, guys. So this video was pretty much all about Infinity War, and we should probably be expecting that most of the MCU news will be mainly Infinity War going forward until the release for Infinity War. I got my tickets. Did you guys get yours? If not, go get them right now. There's no time to waste. So thank you for joining me in this special Infinity War edition of the Marvel Mingle. It's probably what next week's gonna be too, but anyway, thank you for joining me. Just remember, my friends, it's all connected.
I'm Peter, by the way.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, you're using your made-up names. Then I am Spider-Man.